live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I
I
love
love
being
being black.
black.
All right, people, we're back. We had a little difficulties with the signal and all that, but we're back, and hopefully we can get it right this time. This is definitely live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. We got a special guest today, Mark Carter. Make sure you guys share this video. Share it, share it, share this video. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Come on in,
I
people. Come on
love
in.
being black.
Come on in, come on in, come on in. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We did come in on time, but the signal got bad, so we had to go out and we decided to come back at 8:30. So that's why. So I don't want you guys to think we was late. I know a lot of you guys at work, and we need you to share the video. Tag someone. If you don't want to share it, tag. We need you to like the video. Appreciate you. Come on in, come on in, come on in. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I see you. Let me acknowledge some people while we're here. D. Jackson, I see you. Jules Smith, I see you. Cassandra Clark, I see you. Dr. Katrina Sanders, I see you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Make sure I need some shares, people. I need some shares. Definitely need some shares. I got 3 shares so far, which is good. Come on in, people. Come on in, come on in. All right. Amisha, what's going on? I see you. Amisha. This Mark called me now. Yes, sir. I'm on live already. You come on in. I'm waiting on you. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. I'm Mark. That was the call. Good morning, Margaret Hampton. How you doing? Appreciate you. All right, come on in, people. I need you guys to share it in your groups. Share it in your groups. Early this morning. And make sure you share it. All right. All right. We ready, people. I'm waiting on him to come on in. Let me send him the link. All right. Send him the link. Make sure you come on in. All right. All right, people. We here. Send him the link so he can come on in. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Cassandra Clark, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. YouTube family, where you at? Where my YouTube family at? They barely on here. All right, I think Mark made it in. Let's see. I heard something. I did hear something. All right, there he is. There he is.
Good
What's up,
morning. Good
Mark?
morning. Good
Oh,
morning,
man, that's
everybody.
much better, man. That's much better. That's
Yeah.
the crowd is better.
Oh,
Everything is much better. Much better. Just give him a few more minutes, Mark. We give him a few more minutes. Let him share the video. Yamina, how you doing, Miss Mason? All right.
got
Dolores
a lot of
Dean, good
listeners
morning to you.
across the country. Got a lot of listeners from across the country on Twitter. They're chiming in also. So good morning
Okay.
to the world wide Twitter, or X, should I say?
Uh-huh. All right. We hey Mark, we appreciate you, man, coming in here and talking with us. And Appreciate you coming on in, man. All right, let's
Man,
get started, bro. Let's get started, bro. Come on with it.
so good morning, everybody, y'all. Another crime chaser. This is the guy, y'all. For all those that on Twitter that helped me go platinum, should I say? That
Uh-huh.
streamed me all over the world. You know, I don't know that much about social media, and so it's people like Crime Chaser. Oh man, how could I forget the other guy's name, man? Oh man, you know who I'm talking about, man. The one that came here with us.
Oh yeah, that brother that came here. Oh man, he put it out there, man.
Oh man, you know what I mean?
Man.
All over the world, man, and man, he gonna jump all. He should jump all over me for forgetting his name, man. But you know, everything is moving fast, man. We haven't set still yet. This is just the beginning. Trump has won, and now we move to the next step all across the country to unseat every single one of these politicians, man. Every single one of these politicians who were willing to give this country over to mass immigration, to boys and girls locker rooms and sports, who was willing to give sex changes to 10-year-old children, allow them to have sex changes. You know, man, come on, man. This fight, man, is just beginning. And it's next level time. And that next level says that we must replace every single one of these politicians who were willing to allow story time in our kindergarten classrooms. This is just a slap in the face, and especially to the black church that was going along with this, that cared nothing about the future of our children, man. And it upsets me, man. And it's as if the church has lost its salt, man. Every pastor that went along with this needs to be put out of these pulpits. 25 million illegal immigrants walk into this country. Do you know the impact that it has had and would have further had on our children's future, along with ours? And so it's time to protest any of these pastors who went along with this. I don't care who they are, what organizations they are part of, what religious groups that they are part of. If they went along with this under this auspices of selfishness for older people at the expense of our children, we need to get the hell away from them. It's time we protest all of this and all of these people. So thank you, man, for having me on. And so wherever this conversation takes us, let's go. Let's go.
I got a question mark real quick. Now I need you to explain a little bit. Let's just stay right. I want to stay on the subject of black preachers right now.
Yes, sir.
Tell my listening audience and your listening audience why the way we think about these black preachers.
Well, as I previously stated, let's just look at this rundown that you would support as a pastor. I mean, a pastor of mothers and some fathers who have children and grandchildren. You would support millions of illegals walking to this country after you, especially as an older man in the pulpit, marched and watched your parents and grandparents march. You would literally support bringing in all these illegals to X your children and children's children out of the equation. You would support boys in girls' bathrooms. You would support a child being able to receive a sex change at 10 years old without the authorization of their parent. Like, keep that in mind. This is the kind of stuff that these pastors were willing to support by backing Kamala Harris. See, Kamala Harris represented what's called a Trojan horse. It wasn't just the fact that she was just running. There's an agenda attached to these presidential candidates. And so these pastors were willing to support story time with drag queens, man, and kindergarten classrooms, man. And man, more so than anything, when I saw Bishop Sheard from the Church of God in Christ let Kamala Harris walk in front of his national following Man, it was sickening. Now, I know there was some politics going on because you got a lot of women who are part of the Church of God in Christ, that's like the Baptist Convention and all these other different sectors of religion. Well, it's sad. I mean, the same thing goes for them. Same thing goes for all those women and men that are in these different churches that went along with this.
Mark, one of the listeners, I believe her name is Carrie Patterson. She said, "Here's the misinformation again."
Well, I tell you what, ma'am, you go Google it. Simply Google it. Go look it up. And she's probably one of the main ones who have no problem with a woman having multiple abortions. Don't you know that you having 4 and 5 abortions, that you are a serial killer? You're no different than a gang member in the streets shooting and killing people indiscriminately. And you doing it in your womb. Misinformation? Are you serious? As if what we're saying is not true? But this just lets you know that these people care less. They could care less about the future of these children. That's why we have to make decisions, man, at times. These are some very hateful people, man. You have to be a very hateful person, man, to kill children within your womb. 5 and 6 different children. 5 and 6 children. You have to be a very hateful person to agree with a child being able to get a sex change at 10 years old without the authorization of their parents. The governor is a very hateful person here in the state of Illinois, where they have quietly given a 12 and 13-year-old girl the authority to go have an abortion without her parents' consent. This is going on right now. You can Google this right now as we speak. What? Hey, man, I don't man, nothing surprised me these days, man. Nothing surprised me about when it comes to the hate that exists, man, within a lot of our people. And when it gets to the point to where the women of our culture don't care, and we're talking about those that raise the future generations. And I'm not talking about all women. I'm speaking to a specific group of women who have aligned themselves with this LGBT movement, has aligned themselves with this feminist movement. Now, those two movements are not black movements, man. Those movements do not belong to black people. And it goes to black men as well, who align themselves with those two movements. But I speak more so to our women because they raise the next future generations, bro. Please wake up. Please wake up. Do not buy into this globalist agenda that tells you to kill your children, that tells you that a man can wake up and say that he's a woman and walk into a girl's bathroom and locker room. Do you understand when a man walks into those locker rooms and bathrooms that there's a high risk and chance of your young girls being raped? These guys that claim that they hate and don't mess with a woman, but in women's bathrooms with young girls, are pedophiles. Make no mistake about it. A man going into a woman's bathroom is a pedophile. And you had better watch your children instead of listening to this media and making it okay with this all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden, because you've been doing it for a while, calling him girl. He is not a girl. He's a man. He's a boy. And y'all need to stop making him feel comfortable with saying that he's a woman. But I guess, you know what I mean, if we can, bro, all the questions coming from the people, let's go through those questions, man, because I want to communicate with the people.
Okay, we'll go through the question. Let's go through the question. We're not taking any phone calls, people. We just we only okay. All right. Let me go through some of these now. Dr. Sanders, you know Dr. Katrina Sanders, you talk with her. She was like,
Yes.
now even though I think she said something about the pastor did invite but he didn't tell them to vote for her. So they have their own
Look,
choice. So
you are a national
a lot of pastors. Go ahead.
you're a national bishop. And I'm thinking that she's speaking on Bishop Sheard from Church of God in Christ. You're a national
Right.
bishop.
Right.
You don't have to tell the people what to do, but just the mere fact that you brought her in the pulpit, in your national pulpit, as their national leader, who was just reelected once again. Come on, man. We're not stupid. We know exactly what he was doing. And we're not going to play as if that it was anything other than what it was. And that was him endorsing and asking the Church of God in Christ across this country to go along with this sick insanity.
Okay. If you could read, can you read that up there? Carrie Patterson said, y'all just talking about the first trimester abortion and not the issue surrounding a woman's health. That's surrounding abortions. We don't know not. Go ahead.
So is she telling us that women are not having abortions in their later trimesters? Is that what she's saying to us?
I'm assuming.
As if we don't understand and we don't know what this whole movement has been about, coming out of the mouth of Margaret Sanger. Who do you think you're talking to, ma'am? We're not these little young people that y'all can make a fool out of. We've been around far too long to be made a fool out of, as if this is just some simple women's health initiative that's being pushed. Margaret Sanger made it clear that black people were weeds, that black babies were weeds that need to be plucked out. And she said, kill them. No different than when the Bible talks about killing the firstborn. But we know that that some of y'all are just as evil as Margaret Sanger. And see, I'm going to call you out. See, we're not going to play this game with you, and then you cry that, oh, he's disrespecting a woman. No. No, we love our black women. But y'all that are aligning with this feminist movement, we have absolutely no respect for it. And you can take it however you want to take it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we get some more questions about that. And let me ask you a question. I think Kamala really ran her campaign on about a choice, a woman's choice. I think she got too excessive with that. To me, that's just my, yeah. And she lost a lot of people with that, and a lot of us, we know how abortion started. It wasn't for just you go out there and you made a mistake and terminate the pregnancy. It was for Margaret Sanger started that.
Listen,
go ahead, Mark. I just wanted to put that out there.
Look, man. And this is mainly to those women who feel that it's okay that that she can go and have 4 and 5 abortions. This is to her mindset. If you don't think that you are a serial killer, then I don't know what to tell you. That would be no different than a young man just indiscriminately, like I said before, just going through the neighborhood, shooting and killing people, and then go to breakfast as if he did nothing wrong. You damn right you should be accountable. You damn right. Who are you to feel as though that you have the right to take a life? Now you say it's about choice, but you took the baby's choice. But I know you feel like it's your womb and you do my body, my choice. Well, you keep doing what you're doing then. We let God deal with it. We let God deal with it, man.
Mark,
man, there's no. Go ahead.
I noticed, like, if I go out there and shoot a woman, she's pregnant, and kill her, they're gonna charge me with double murder.
Yes, sir. Make no mistake about it. It's no longer just a blood clot. or a clump of cells. As these are the type of these are the pushbacks that they give. Oh, it's a clump of cells. It's just a blood clot. And then I had one young lady on Twitter outright said that. So I said, when the baby is full term and you can clearly see that that's a full baby, and you abort that baby, what do you call that? She said, getting rid of a parasite. Man, this is the insanity that we're dealing with, man. This is the insanity that was coming out of the Democrat Party that had to put a stop to. We had to at least put some type of safeguards in place. These people are insane. They don't want to be questioned about anything, but they want to question everybody else about everything. You talk about racism, you saying Trump is a racist. What can be more racist than you killing millions of our babies? You a racist. You worse than him. When you done killed 20 and 30 million babies, man, since 1973, Roe versus Wade. Something is really wrong with our people, bro. They think when they would say it's okay for a man to walk where you have little girls. I mean, where are the safe spaces for our women? And why aren't our women speaking up and demanding that they have these safe spaces? Man, we were in for a rude awakening, man, was being elected. She is not one of us. She is not black. Her father made it clear that he is Hindu and Irish. And her mother is a Brahmin Indian. And if you know the history of Brahmin Indians, they're no different than the Ku Klux Klan. They hate any people of dark-skinned descent. Gandhi hated dark-skinned people. That's why Dr. King eventually got away from them. But we don't pay attention to the history. We only want those parts that soothe us. We only talk about those parts that soothe our wicked spirits. You see, so this is about us moving this country forward, and it's not. No, we have a chance now to make sure that our people are taken care of. No was willing to take care of all these illegal immigrants under the Office of New Americans and Cities for Action. We dodged the bullet, y'all. We really don't understand. We dodged the bullet. Look at California, man. In California, man, bro, do you understand that black people have been wiped out of their homes, burned out of their homes by these immigrants, mainly those Mexicans, Asians, and fights should happen all over the country, man, and be funded by the Democrat Party. And these selfish old black folks, and I'm talking about, when I say old, I'm saying all the adults that went along with this. You over 35, over 40, and you went along with this. You're very selfish. You care nothing about the future of our children. And it's time that we organize and educate our people to get the hell out of those that think this way. Vote out every politician. I've never seen a day and time, man, where you have such hateful grown folks when it comes to children. I'm on the side of these young people. I'm 51 years old, man. I know black folks hate people. And nothing to help do these immigrants. Well, what the hell you happen when down? Helping
you breaking up,
mass incarcerate young black people. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, right there. Perfect, right there. Perfect, right there. Go ahead.
Okay. But let's keep going through the questions, man.
Okay, they said, how do you guys feel about this new Black Project 2025?
Project 2025, what some white folks want to roll out in their area. We don't have to go along with it, but there's some things in Project 2025 that I agree with. But again, that's a white plan. What is our plan? Why are we worried about what they're doing? Let's get busy and do what we do. They speak as if in 2024 that black people don't have the power in our area to do what we do. I don't give a damn what the Heritage Foundation think, say, or want to do. Long as they do it over in the white area, cool. But you ain't gonna fearmonger me as a man on what another group of men are doing. My job is not.
Mm-hmm. Breaking up a little, baby. Breaking up. Breaking up. Breaking up. All right, I can't hear him. You're breaking up, Mark. I can't hear you. I need you to, yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Close out and come back in. I can't hear. I'm up close. Yeah. Hey, partner, Vera Giles Norris, I see you. Hey, Mark, I can't hear you. Just close out and come back in. Just close out and come back in. All right, I couldn't hear him. We're gonna when he come back in, we'll definitely yeah. Mark, close out and come back in so we can hear you. All right, you're gonna come back in. All right. Yes, sir, Arthur Lewis.
Love being black.
All right. Live, uncut, unedited. You are tuning in to a live interview with Mark Carter, a community activist from Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, mess with the sound, people. So those, make sure you share and like this video. Share it into your groups. Get the word out. Yeah, I think a lot of people was upset that Trump won. Okay, there he is. Upset that Trump won, and all right, he's back, but I don't see no picture. There you go. Let's see. There he is. Hello, Mark. Can I hear? Can you hear you? Hello. I see him, but I don't
Can
hear
you hear
him.
me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Much better. Go ahead. Much better.
I can't hear you. I can't
So
hear you.
you can't hear me? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's see if he can hear me. Okay, he can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I love
You can't
being
hear me?
black.
Wow. They messing with the sound, Mark. They don't want this message to get out. They messing with the sound. Uh, okay. One more time. Go out and come back in. Yeah. We can't hear him. That's crazy, man. It's frozen. Yeah. It's frozen. They didn't want this message to get out. They didn't want to get out. All right. This is a great conversation. All right. We waiting on them to come back in. Try it again. Good morning, guys. All right. All right. Waiting on them to come back in. This is conversation about Chicago politics. He was talking about Trump and Kamala Harris and the Democrats here, what they stand for, and all. Oh, there he is. I heard it. All right. Hello? Oh, wow. It's frozen again. You come on. Frozen. There you go, Mark. Hello? Hello? Hello. He was on the road. I hear you now. I hear you. I hear you.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I hear you though. Yeah. I hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hey, let me send you a text. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Mark. Hold on. Restart, John. I sent him a text. Where's my cord at? My cord. I could have had him call in. Let me see. This live uncut. Just come on in, people. We waiting on. We got technical difficult going on. Come on in, people. We're just waiting on him to come back on in. We go. It's a great conversation, so I probably have to get him to call in. All right, I'm gonna have him call in. Maybe I'll call him. I'm gonna call him live, uncut, unedited. Yeah, Mark. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me connect you to the board. Just hold on. Let me connect you to the board. Hold on.
Okay. We can do it this way.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, can you hear me now? Hold on, Mark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, you hear me. Yeah, we can do it this way. Go ahead, go and start talking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really wanted to just, take a lot of those questions from the people, man. And can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, loud and clear.
Hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I said, can the audience hear me?
Let me make sure. Let me see if the audience can hear you. I think they can hear you. Can you guys hear him? Hold on. Can you guys hear? Oh, I'm talking about hear him. Hear him. Okay. All right, Mark. Go ahead and say something. Yes, they can hear you, Mark. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, like I said, I would like to, just get a question on the last question that I asked about Project 25. As men, we're not put here to fear others. We don't fear them. It's about us as men and women in Black America develop our own. But there's like, and one of the most important parts when we talk about the 14th Amendment, it is what the have been able to when they have on American soil, right?
Right.
That automatically legalizes that, and then that child as those parents. We need to be able to reverse. That needs to be reversed. That works against society. That takes away opportunity out. And so when it comes to that amendment, Trump is correct on that. They should be able to come to that child and that child become American citizen, and then in turn legalize. That will eventually wipe us out, brother.
Okay.
And for all those that don't understand that, your homework on it. Listen to those who know what a lot of these men are about. You know,
Okay.
so it says something that's device unstop.
Yeah, you can actually, Mark, you can come off the internet, just talk on the phone. You can
Okay.
just cut off the internet. I'm gonna cut you off here and just talk on the phone. You're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Cut that off. Okay. Yeah. I still hear you. Go ahead.
All right. All
Go
right.
ahead.
All
That's
right.
much better. That ain't choppy because we got to hear this, and you can still look at the screen now. You can look at the screen and whatever question you want to.
Well, I can't really see the question anyway. I mean,
You can't. Okay. Well, I'll just start.
yeah.
Some. So,
Yeah.
what do you? Well, let me just help you out a little bit. Now, I'm a registered Democrat, Mark,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't vote for Kamala. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't vote for her. I didn't like her
Mm-hmm.
policies. Don't like
Mm-hmm.
some of the Democrat party. I'm not saying that the Republican Party is perfect. I'm not saying that. But I felt that the Republican Party policy benefited the group of people that I represent, which is Black America.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And so when we look at this election, it boils down to whether you were going to support more immigration and everything else that went along with the that goes along with the Democratic Party's agenda, or you were going to support America. And so there's only two sides. The Republican Party was pushing the American agenda, and the Democrat Party was pushing the illegal immigrant agenda. And little come along that go along with it, where people thought that I can identify with the Democrats because of my Social Security check, or because of my Section 8, or because of my you know being gay or being a woman, all those things. You didn't understand that ultimately the Democrat Party's agenda is to annihilate and eliminate you. If you look at California, New York, Florida, Minnesota, all these places where they brought in massive groups of immigrants, Black people have been pushed out. And so after you get your woman's rights, you get your gay rights, you get a chance to have your African sex and stay in Africa. But what are you gonna do when those immigrants decide that they don't want you in those areas no more? What are you gonna do? Because once they get their numbers up, they're gonna push you out. And we tried and proven. We have evidence that wherever they have gotten their numbers up, they push Black people out. I just named those areas: California, Florida, Minneapolis, Minnesota, New York. You know, our people have been pushed out, bro. And they were so diabolical in New York that they were willing to have children by Black people to ultimately phase you out and erase. And our people still don't see it, bro, because they're so selfish and they only care about those little pet areas and little pet that they don't see the big thing.
You're breaking up again. Hey, Mark.
Uh-huh.
What I didn't understand was this is what turned me off too. With the alphabet community, when they allow men that say that they are a woman
Yes.
to go into the little children bathroom or women's bathroom, I was done, brother. I just couldn't do it. That was just too much, man. That's too much.
Bro,
That's just too much, brother. That's too much.
On top of that, man, when you're forcing girls to share their sport with boys, I mean, just the whole molecular structure, the whole everything about a man versus a woman, you will lose every single time, bro. And so they really go along with it, man. And a lot of them didn't want to have a conversation about it because they knew it was wrong. That's why they didn't want to talk about it. You know why? Because it's all about them. It's all about I'm supporting Kamala because she's a woman. But forget everything else that goes along with it, that the men behind her are pushing. You're very selfish. And the future of our children, man, in your hands is dangerous. The future of your own children in your hands is dangerous. You're an evil person to go along with the six measures that this Democrat Party has been pushing and still is. And I'm speaking to every adult that went along with it, whether it's pastors or whoever that went along with this. You're a very selfish individual, and you wonder why these people just don't have respect for us as adults.
And let me say,
they can't see the hate that a lot of grown folks have for them.
Well,
what do you expect them to do?
Mark, you have now you got to remember, you have a lot of people that have flourished under the Democratic Party. They've made millions of dollars and stuff like that, and they're not just going to get that up so easy.
Because it's all about them. That's what I'm speaking on. And those are the ones we make sure that we go against. The hell with them. I'm not going to say at 50 years old we've lived our life, but at 50 years old we should be looking at the future of our children and grandchildren, man. More so than us. I don't give a damn about no old selfish black person. I want to call him something else, but I'm gonna be, a little respectful.
I appreciate it.
On your podcast.
I appreciate it.
Very selfish people. And if I can't do nothing else, I'm gonna organize as many of our people that get it, as many of our young people that get it. Educate as many of them to go against these people as possible. They do not care about the future of these babies. And if they don't care about the future, I don't give a damn about them. And we shouldn't give a damn about that.
Wow. So
I want to hear what they have to say about this.
Oh, okay.
Some of them don't know, but you got a lot of them that do know and they don't care. And for those that don't care, we don't care what the hell you think. We don't care what the hell you feel.
Yeah. And let me just say something. Let me just say it, brother. A lot of us, when I say us, black people, Foundation Black Americans, that, we were born here and our ancestors was brought here years ago. For a man, I got to dwell on this, that he feel like being a woman today, he's allowed to go into the women's bathroom. Now, if that's masculine or you, we go inside the woman's bathroom, they probably want to arrest us, say we are pedophile, we're a pervert. Yeah. Well, we could truly say, hey, I feel like I'm a woman today. I'm a woman today. That's all he got to say. I'm a woman today. I feel like I'm a woman.
Look, anybody that don't see this, anybody who just ignore it, so they won't be held responsible, accountable, it's just as sick as that man that say, well, I woke up today and I'm a woman. You just as sick as they are. As a heterosexual man or woman, if you don't see that there's anything wrong with this, man, to hell with you. You don't give a damn what you feeling, what you thinking. That's why it's time for us to organize, all of us, and we separate from these fools. We get away from them, man.
And think about women with small children. You got small children. Imagine your little girl or your little boy go in the bathroom, and we'll just say your girl go in the girl's bathroom, and she see a man standing up with his private parts out that look like a woman, but got what do have a penis, if I may use that term.
Ain't nothing about a man that looks like a woman.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing about
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Say it, brother. Say it.
There's nothing about a man that makes him comparable or that makes him look like a woman on any level. We as men know a man when we see one.
That's true.
We look, man. These people are able to walk in these rooms, man. What is insanity, bro?
And Mark, another thing. Let me just say this. This just came to my mind. Imagine sitting in church. You send your 6-year-old daughter to the bathroom, and a pervert go in the bathroom behind her. saying that he a woman. You in church, you worshiping God, and your daughter says she got to use the washroom, and she go on downstairs to where the bathroom at, and the pervert go right in behind her.
But you know what, Mark? You know what? Let's say it a different way.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, come on.
Let's ask the listening audience. Do they think that that's okay? Do they see nothing wrong with that? Since they got so much smart shit to say all the time, let's see what they have to say about this. The ones that don't give a damn. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with this? Do y'all see? Do any of y'all agree that there's nothing wrong with this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear those answers. But I know all them smart mouth, I do what the fuck I want to do, grown folks, you know what I'm saying, they're listening in, man, and say, hey, man, look, I was trying to contain myself, man. But I want to hear from these old smart mouth folks who are going to support Kamala no matter what in this Democrat Party. You don't see nothing wrong with these men going to these little girls' bathrooms? If you don't see nothing wrong with it, you just as sick as he is.
Wow. And I'm
coming from them. They quiet now, huh?
Yeah. But not only that, these transgenders and took over women's sports and everything. The women are
talking about I'm suffering from gender dysphoria. No, you suffer from gender insanity. You went crazy. And you need to see a psych. You need to see a doctor. You got a mental problem.
Mm-hmm.
What are the questions? I mean, what are people saying? I want to hear the questions. I want to hear what they say.
Okay, let's see. Kathy Dean said, I don't care where you are in these times. You don't let your child go nowhere by themselves. I don't care if it's the church. Some church folks are on the down low. Okay. All right. That's okay. Let's see what else I can get out of here. Okay. What else? Some question. Let's go. Another thing. Let me just say this too. This is still on the subject. A lot of older people, older than you and me, Mark, we're not 50s. Some our age too. They don't see nothing wrong with an influx of migrants coming to this country.
Because they hate themselves. Mm-hmm. They rather put these immigrants to work before they put black children to work. They'll make all the excuses in the world. He don't want to listen. He hard-headed. He got a record. Man, look, man, the hell with these old black folks that hate our young people. And we're going to do everything in our power, Mark, to organize and put our young people to work, man. These older black people live their life. They need to go have a damn thing.
And you know,
young people, man, they hated us when we were young.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it, man. We couldn't mass incarcerate a young group of people, man, without the adults of our community going along with this stuff. The same ones that let the people starve, let the system starve us into savagery, and then we went into a life of crime.
Mm-hmm.
They hated us. So now they hate our children.
Yeah, and a lot of older people, they feel that black people have had their chance in this country. It's too late for them.
Look how sick that is. You see how sick that sounds?
Yeah.
So they say something like that. I can't wait till they ass die off. All those that feel like that, I can't wait for them to die off. They can't die off fast enough. But that evilness that's in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to treat that evil that's in them with this evil that I got for them. I'm not going to pray for my enemy. I'm not going to love my enemy. No, I'm going to treat the enemy like the enemy.
Let me say this too as well. They have turned a blind eye to some of these policies, man. This is the only state that I know of that I live in right now that your teenage daughter can get an abortion without your parents' consent. They don't have to go through you.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's the law of the land here in Illinois. Mm-hmm. That's sickening.
What are the people saying? Just keep reading what the people are saying, man.
They say, okay. They said,
hear their mindset.
Okay. I agree 100%. Would you, Mark? You are absolutely right. I am an older woman. I'm 68. All right, let me go through the questions. Pedro Thomas said we have wolves in sheep clothing. Okay. Antoine.
Same people, again, when it came to these illegal immigrants, oh, they were just crying for them. They were talking about they breaking their families up. Some of the same people who cried for them were the very ones who helped break the families of black people up. They hate being black.
Yeah.
And some of them think that they sleep for extra 2 hours trying to wake up white. I think that they sleep for extra 2 hours and run straight to the mirror in the morning to see if they can turn fully white. These niggas have lost their mind, man. I can't even hold myself back, man. They literally have lost their mind, and we must do everything in our power, man, as conscious men and women, to save our next generation from these insane fools.
Okay. Princess Black said they rather hire immigrants instead of blacks because they feel like black people is lazy.
Man. Who can be? Listen, man. We come from slavery. Slavery, bro. So how the hell we the lazy people? We built this country. And where did we ever get off track to feel as though somebody else means more than we do? Somebody else is stronger than we are.
Okay. Now hold it. Carrie Patterson said, we agreed that those immigrants shouldn't have been allowed in our neighborhoods, but some of this is our fault. How's it our fault? I don't understand that one.
Tell her to rewrite it. Rewrite it so we can hear
Rewrite that, Carrie Patterson. We agreed that those immigrants shouldn't have been in our allowed in our neighborhoods, but some of this is our fault. Rewrite that, but he said rewrite it. All right, I don't understand that one though. It's our fault. What part of it is our fault? Our black politicians that allowed and went along with this. Yeah, but hey, Mark, real quickly, for those that don't know you, tell us who you are real quick and how Turning Chicago Red got started.
Well, for me, Mark Carter is an activist for the last 25 years in the city. We've been fighting, man, on issues around housing and police shootings and jobs and contracts. And all that led us to say that, look, if we've been having to fight this Democrat Party, because there are no Republicans. Let me say this: there are absolutely no white racist Republicans in power in the city of Chicago. Let me say that again for those that don't understand. There are absolutely no white racist Republicans in power in Chicago. The entire city council, all of our state reps and state senators, our commissioners in the county, our committeemen are all Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, and we still have the highest unemployment, poverty, and crime, schools closing, children only passing at 30%. Then what else can we do other than try the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Take and run candidates in these upcoming elections in the next 2 years against this Democrat Party. What else are we supposed to do when we've been totally written off, kicked the curb by our own people? What else are we supposed to do, y'all? Y'all tell me, what are we supposed to do? Keep going along with this? That's to keep them upsetting some old politician? Or some selfish, grown, older person? Hell no, we're not going to keep doing that. And so after 25, 26 years of watching this, almost 30 years, y'all, I'm not going to guide our next generation into going along to get along just to satisfy Danny Davis or Bobby Rush, some old ass politician, Robin Kelly. The hell with these older black people, man, if they're not going to push for the future of our children, man. It's not about no old ass people. The old ass to live your damn life.
A lot of them that are making decisions in these elections, they retired, man. But they still want to run things based on how they feel. Sit your old ass down somewhere.
Hey, Mark, do you think because a lot of us, when I say us, black people here in the state of Illinois, city of Chicago, are really illiterate when it comes to political things? We didn't know no better.
Yes,
We voted
yes.
blue for you for any. Yeah, go ahead.
I know for a fact that our people are unconscious. I'm gonna say it in a nice way because a lot of our, especially our young people, bro, they don't have people like us who's willing to educate them, who's willing to grab them by the hand, man, and show them. Why is it that our people, man, our young people have to figure it out on their own and to be held accountable first and foremost as if they're grown adults? Why they have to go through all this? But no longer will they have to do this because they have us around. They have us, bro. They care more for them than we care about these old ass people to live their life. And you can take it as disrespect. You can take it however the hell you want to take it. But I don't think that any person that's up in age will feel that I'm saying anything wrong if they feel the same way that we feel, bro. Because they know it's true. You don't think a lot of these older black people are very hateful. These are their contemporaries. They have conversations with them. They know that these people are crying for these immigrants, crying for friends, change all this Facebook pictures and everything, crying for friends, crying for Mexican kids in cages. Why they help put black children in cages under this crime bill with Joe Biden? And then said, well, he apologized. How can you apologize for destroying future generations about it? But a lot of them went along with him because when he was doing it, they agreed with it then. That's why they ignored what's happening. And I'm saying to young people, when y'all run into those type of people, get the hell away from them. Get the hell away from them.
Yeah. And let me say this too. What do you think is going to have to happen to Chicago politics, man, for this thing to turn around for black people?
We have to get the hell away from this Democrat Party, man. The Democrat Party was started by immigrants for immigrants. All they have for black people is begging programs. All they have for black people are begging programs. They give you just enough where you stay broke and feel as though you're getting something. And I'm not saying that you just automatically go vote for any Republicans. I'm saying that you register and run your own candidate. Run people from amongst you. Don't allow nobody to give you no candidate, Democrat or Republican. You run people from amongst you that you know that they're going to stand up for you. And it's not going to happen under that Democrat Party. It is too controlled. The field is wide open for those of us that want to run as candidates under the Republican Party. It's wide open. If the Democrat Party was going to do something, they would have done it in the last 96 years. They would have done it by now. They're not going to do a damn thing for you, but give you some begging program. And most of these baby boomers, let me say this about the baby boomer generation that most of our people don't know about them. They went to school to start nonprofits. And if you start these nonprofits, you got to keep the people poor in order to get the grant program. You got to keep them on welfare. You got to keep them on dope. You got to keep them going to jail. This is how you get paid. These are poverty pimps, and pimps do not stop prostitution. They look at us as prostitutes. And they hold. And male and female, they look at us that way. Don't you let them play that. Well, that's just sister so and so, and she's a woman. She can be just as evil as a man. Stop letting her play this. I'm a woman. I'm a good Christian woman. No, the hell you not. You just as evil as some of them pastors that went along with this pedophilia.
Yeah. Hey, Mark.
To vote for Kamala Harris.
Let me ask you a question. Now, let's be honest. Now, I'm actually, this is a personal question. You don't have to answer it. Do you think that the United States was really ready for a woman, not necessarily black or white, just period, a woman president? at this time?
Well, see, it has nothing to do with whether the United States is ready for a woman. I think it's more so along the lines of was that person going to be pro-America versus pro-immigrant? And it boils down to those two things. Kamala was, as an immigrant, make no mistake about it, she was pro-immigrant. She was pro bringing in more Indians because she wasn't raised even on the side of her father. She was raised under that Brahmin Indian elitist, hate for poor Indians on side. That's who she is. People don't know when she became vice president, she brought in 500,000 Brahmin Indians into this country. The minute they won as a team. And so this is about being on the side of America. I can live with the fact that the Ku Klux Klan just hates me and don't want to live around me. Cool. Stay on your side of the track. But when you bring an immigrant in, like a Kamala Harris, who wants to bring in other immigrants to move in our areas and push us out, oh, you have crossed the line there. And anybody that supports that, you have crossed the line. But it boils down to that fact that a lot of people are politically unconscious, man. They don't know that all these things have been going on. They don't, but especially to the adults. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention to what's happening right now. Where the governor and the mayor is determined to take care of these illegal immigrants over you. When they say that they're going to keep supporting these illegal immigrants, this mayor just put a bill, an ordinance on the table to raise $300 million to take care of the illegal immigrants. Where do you think that money is coming from? It's coming from you. But I want to say thank you to all of those city councilmen. All 50 aldermen voted against it. All 50 aldermen voted against it. I mean, it couldn't have been a better day. And I want to thank those elected officials that saw fit to say no to this guy. To say no to him being so determined along with this governor to say, look, man, a revolution is happening right before our eyes, y'all. An uprising is about to happen, y'all.
Well, let me.
All 50 aldermen go against the mayor who was just trying to push a measure to raise your taxes to take care of illegal immigrants, and all those aldermen went against him. Oh man, it's something different going on. Something different in the air, y'all. And we better latch on to it. We don't have tears for any other people's children when our children are suffering.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Brandon Johnson. I voted for Brandon Johnson. I advocated for Brandon Johnson.
I did.
I know you didn't. I'm just I'm making it public because some people tend to throw it in my face and like that. But let me just say this. And I don't have no regret for my vote. I'll say this. What do you think the future, the next couple of years, is going to happen here in the city of Chicago under Mayor Brandon Johnson leadership? What you see happen?
People organize and throw his ass out of office. And if they're not on board, they need to get on board with us organizing right now. Throw him on his damn head. He's a detriment to Black Chicago. With us.
Okay.
Clearly not on the team with us. And so clearly we should not be on the team with him. But it started with that vote that just happened yesterday. With all 50, man, every single one of the aldermen voted against him.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
And the same thing needs to happen with this governor. It's time that we overthrow every single one that we're willing to give the future of our children over to the legal immigrants.
You break it up a little bit. You breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Go, yeah.
These people have their own country that they can take and build up. Why should we have to give our country over to them? Why are we crying for them when our children are dying and being miseducated in these schools and don't have computers? Why should we open up an opportunity for this? Why? Do you all know that with every child that the city of Chicago's public schools give that thousands of $1,500 to buy uniforms, computers, and all those schools? You all know that? And I know there's things that y'all don't know, and so we're here to teach you. We're here to teach you.
Now,
but only to learn.
I got a question. Why is it that in the predominantly Black communities, there's all the Black communities are like on a decline? The only way a Black community is not on the decline here in the city of Chicago is because it's been gentrified. But if it's not being gentrified, it's declining. Is that on purpose? Why is that? This is under the Democratic.
It gotta be